a pressure campaign to push Democratic senators to vote against funding the government and force a partial shutdown.
You don't shut the government down. We have disagreements about healthcare policy, but you don't shut the government down. You don't use your policy disagreements as leverage to not pay our troops, to not have essential services of government actually function. You don't say the fact that you disagree about a particular tax provision is an excuse for shutting down the people's government and all the essential services that come along with it. If you look at what Chuck Schumer has said in the past consistently, it's whatever our disagreements are, let's negotiate with them. Let's talk about them. Let's figure out a bipartisan solution, but you don't shut the government down. In other words, you don't put a gun to the American people's head and say, unless you do exactly what the Senate and House Democrats want you to do, we're going to shut down your government. That's exactly what they're proposing out there. Now, we have to remember, they're very frustrated. They say that they're very frustrated about the fact that this negotiation has not taken place until today. But if you look at the original thing they did with this negotiation, it was a $1.5 trillion spending package, basically saying to the American people, we want to give massive amounts of money, hundreds of billions of dollars to illegal aliens for their health care, while Americans are struggling to pay their health care bills. That was their initial foray into this negotiation. We thought it was absurd. We told them it was absurd, and now they come in here saying that if you don't give us everything that we want, we're going to shut down the government. We think that's preposterous. We think it's totally unacceptable, and we think the American people are going to suffer because these guys won't do the right thing. Now, I want to make one final point here. You will hear a lot from Senate Democrats, from House Democrats about the fact that American health care policy is broken. Well, we know that American health care policy is broken. We've been trying to fix it for the 8 months that we've been in office, but every single thing that they accuse about being broken about American health care is policy that Democrats have supported for the past decade. So if they want to talk about how to fix American health care policy, let's do it. The Speaker would love to do it. The Senate Majority Leader would love to do it. Let's work on it together, but let's do it in the context of an open government that's providing essential services to the American people. That's all that we're proposing to do, and the fact that they refuse to do that shows how unreasonable their position is. I think we're headed to a shutdown because the Democrats won't do the right thing. I hope they change their mind, but we're going to see. I'll let the Speaker say a few words.
It says if the government shuts down this week, who would you attribute it to? And 61% of the voters, of the 39,949 voters of this poll, says that they would attribute it to the Democrats. 22% says Trump and the Republicans, and 14% of you say both parties. In my opinion, this is something that they can figure out. This is something that they can handle. This is something that they can get done. But per usual, just like most cases, if they wanted to get it done, they could, but they know that they have a scapegoat. They know that they can blame it on Trump and just continue to move forward, and everybody else would agree with them. Soros-backed leftist group behind campaign to force government shutdown. This was put out by the Daily Caller. It says a left-wing activist group that received millions of dollars from the Soros family's organization is spearheading a pressure campaign to push Democratic senators to vote against funding the government and force a partial shutdown. They believe that they're playing chess, but they're actually playing with people's lives, man. They're actually playing with people's lives. And I keep on hearing a whole lot about the Soros family and other families, other billionaire families that have a little bit of control on our systems because we've been selling out for so long. That's why I'm thankful that I'm a novice when it comes to politics, because I'm just now learning about this stuff. And sometimes it seems WWE-ish. Sometimes it seems like politics is a game of high stakes chess or high stakes poker, and we're just on the sidelines watching. And whatever happens, it affects us, it impacts us, but we have no real say. But the only time we do have real say is when we go to the voting poll, and that's why I'm thankful that I voted for Trump, because I'm tired of us just giving our money away to people who not putting in the pot. Period. We saw what happened in the last administration. We gave a whole poop ton of money to people who have not been putting money in the pot. And they're still trying to give a poop ton of money to these people who have not put anything in the pot. And I'm glad that they're sticking to their guns. But I'm still praying. I'm still praying that they do something about it, because this is not a good look. It's not a good look. And what I mean by that is we've had our fair share of mass shootings. We had our fair share of many incidents that's happening around this country, man. Look at Charlie Kirk and many other things that have been going on. And I'm just ready for some peace. Can we have some peace? Please, can we have some peace? Who do I talk to? Can I get Chuck Schumer and Jeffries on the damn phone? Anybody on the phone? I'm tired of them playing games, man. And they're only doing it because they're not impacted. They're not going to feel the crunch. They're going to get their money regardless. They will be rich regardless. They're punk 270,000, whatever they get paid per year. They're going to get that regardless. And everybody will be kept holding the bill while they try to act like they're doing something noble. You know, the same thing that they did with the immigration bill? They were acting like they were doing something noble. And the whole time they weren't doing anything noble. They was playing with people, man. They were playing with people. So at the end of the day, man, I know that Elon Musk is famous for saying this right here. I cut 80% of Twitter staff and it's thriving. Should we try that with the government? My answer is hell no, because there's a whole bunch of systems in place that take care of so many people. And the more we shrink it, the more, the longer that have people being squared away and taken care of. And that's just my humble opinion. Is it coming from a point of view that's naivete, that's green? Maybe, but I'm being honest with you. I don't think that that's going to be, I don't think that's the answer. That's just my humble opinion. And I already know that we cut a lot of the government already. Certain DEI programs took a few people out of their positions. So yeah, but I think we can work something out. We're adult, aren't we? I don't know. What y'all think? Y'all let me know whatever y'all want me to know in the comments, man. Love y'all. See you on the next one. I just hope that we don't get this shut down. That's just. We have been helping people grow online. It has been absolutely amazing. We have helped many content creators get from zero to monetization in under 30 days. We even have a couple of these superstars who did it in 1 or 2 weeks. If you want to learn how to do YouTube, I don't care your age, I don't care what skills or talents you have. Trust me, I can help you do it effortlessly. Just reach out to me with the word coach and we can get it done. One more thing. We have a YouTube course that I just now created. I'm extremely proud of, and a lot of people are getting so much from. Purchase that course and work with us. You can join our private Facebook group and our daily group calls, which is 3 to 5 days per week, and you can learn so much more than you've ever learned before. I can't wait to hear from you. Love you. Peace.